The Story of Everything and Your Part in It is probably the most critical sermon series, the most important sermon series we've ever done at Grace City Church. For this reason, it takes all of the biggest, most glorious biblical truths that have been for us right at the heart and the center of who Grace City Church is, and it puts all of those truths into a single sermon series. All the truths that are the most critical to understand to live a life of meaning and purpose and substance and significance are put into this single sermon series we're calling The Story of Everything and Your Part in It. What will be unique and different about The Story of Everything and Your Part in It is that it's designed intentionally to have an accumulative effect. And so every sermon will build on the last. If you missed last Sunday, go to Facebook or go to our website at gracecitychurch.com or download our app and make sure you listen to the audio or watch the video so you can stay up to speed as we walk through this series together. We began last Sunday, October 2nd, and we'll go 12 Sundays right up to Christmas with every sermon building on the last. And so we want to make sure to make it as easy as possible for our church family to stay up to speed. So again, you can check out Facebook, our website, or the app, and we'll have those up there for you every week. Last week, we started our series with the essential truth that God is a God-centered God, meaning God has arranged all things and predetermined all things to come to the appointed end of Him getting credit and glory. God's really into Himself. God's all about Himself. God loves His glory. That's a really critical place to start because so often we get excited about saying we want to live for the glory of God. We want to live with God at the center of our lives. But behind that is the belief that in doing so, He'll make us the center of His glory and He'll make us the center of His affections. And so in saying we live for God's glory, we're really saying we actually live for our own glory. And so if our passion for God's glory is going to stick and is going to last, it has to have at the center of it the reality that God lives for His glory and that God is a God-centered God. And so we started telling the story of everything and your part in it there with that truth because that's the most critical step to take. Now, what that can cause is there to be tension in the heart of the believer or the unbeliever, and the tension is this: how is God working all things out for His glory, good for me? How is it loving for God to remove me from the center of everything and place Himself there? That doesn't sound like love. That sounds like egotism. And so this Sunday, we're going to answer the next most important question. How is it loving for God to remove myself from the center and place Himself there and point my affections to Him as the ultimate purpose of the universe? I cannot urge you strongly enough to join us this Sunday as we take the next step in this accumulative series we're calling The Story of Everything and Your Part in It. We'll see you this Sunday.